guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. Today we will be making a merino wool circular rug. We will be making it with merino wool, and the colors will be exactly perfect for this weekend, July 4th, US flag colors. We will be using red, royal blue, and white. We will need 2 pounds of each color for this size. The size is 40 inches, and the rug will be hand crocheted. I will show you rug in a second. What we also will use, it will be not just a simple rug, we will use the lights that we will put inside the rug. So I bought these lights on Amazon, and if you want to buy a DIY kit that we will have on our website, the DIY kit will come with the lights already, so you will not need to buy it separately. So here is the rug. So look at this beautiful, brightful, very beautiful colors, beautiful round rug. And this is the back of the rug, and you can see, let me show you the back. It's pretty heavy, so it's easy to, not as easy to show it. So see this light, this is the cord from the light inside. You don't really see the lights inside because they are crocheted inside of the rug. We just have this tail of the cable and that will be plugged in. So I will show you a little video after this showing how it looks in a dark room, but now I will plug it in and I will show you how light look inside. So you can see it a little bit, and it's looking really cool. The rug will have this LED lights. They are absolutely fine to be inside the merino wool or any other yarn at this point, and you can keep this light on in the room in the evening. It will look really beautiful, and you can use any other colors if you want for the rug, but this rug would be a beautiful addition to a nursing room, to a bedroom, to any child's room, any room in your house where you would like some lights in the evening on. So if you're ready, let's get started. Okay guys, let's get started. We will start with the white color, and this is our lights that we will be using pretty soon, not right away though. And another tool that you would need, and I'm using it, you can use your hands to connect the color, the yarn, different colors. And I will be using this mat, felting mat and felting needle. This is something that you can purchase in our store. It's a tool that needed when you are using merino wool to connect the ends. So let's start with the white color. First, place the yarn in front of you like this. You have tail and working yarn, and then working yarn goes on the top like this, and then you insert in your hand, grabbing working yarn and pull it out. So here you are. This is your first stitch, and you can make it bigger or smaller by pulling working yarn down and up like that. So we will keep it about 2 inches wide. So what we will be doing now, we will insert the hand inside the stitch and then grab working yarn and pull it out. So we now have 2 stitches, see? So what we will be doing next, we will be crocheting the first row. So we will keep our hand inside this second stitch, and the first stitch we will be using for creating the circle. So keep your hand inside then insert your hand inside the second stitch, this stitch or first stitch, this is our second. So insert your hand, grab working yarn and pull it out. So now you have 2 stitches on your right hand. Now you are grabbing working yarn and pulling it through these 2 stitches again. So we just made a single crochet stitch that is usually made by hook if you're knitting with thin yarn, or in hand crocheting, we're using our hands. So we will keep our hand inside this stitch, and now we're going inside this first stitch again, grab working yarn, pull it through. We have 2 stitches, grab working yarn, pull it through 2. So we just made the second stitch, see, 1, 2, this is our third one, and we're still using the same opening, the first stitch here. Grab working yarn, pull it through, have 2 stitches, and now pull it through and have the next one. Okay guys, so we have now 1, 2, 3 stitches, and we will need to make 6 stitches total. So this is our 4th stitch. We're going to same first stitch opening, grab working yarn, pull it out, make 2, and pull working yarn through, so to make stitch number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will need 2 more stitches. And now we have 6 stitches on the first row. So that will look like that, like a little flower. You can turn it on another side and pull this first tail to make this first row connected like that. So what we will be doing next, we will be using a pin, or I will be using this clothespin to just place on last stitch. This way we will know that where the first row ended. And now we will be making 2 stitches, 2 crochet stitches in every of these stitches. See the stitches, we will be using the back side of the stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we will need to make a circle of 12 from this 6. How we'll do it, we will insert our hand inside first stitch, pull out yarn, make 2, pull yarn through. This is the first stitch, and then we're going inside this same stitch and making the same single crochet in 1 stitch. See what we did? We made 2 stitches from 1. Now we'll keep doing it the same way in every stitch. We will be making 2 in from 1. Our last stitch, our marker is showing us where we should finish. Here we are. We just finished our second row. See how beautiful it is? We can turn it on another side and get rid of this tail, that it wouldn't be on our way. I usually pull some yarn out like this and make it really soft on the end, and then you can weave in the end by placing the yarn underneath the stitches. And usually, in order for the end to be holding really nicely, I am using the felting needle and like poke it, that end is underneath the stitch, and this way stitch will be holding really nicely. See, this is the back and you don't really see the end of where it is. So now this pin is going on the last stitch of our last row. See how beautiful it looks. And now we will start working on adding our lights inside the rug. So how we'll do it, we will unwind this whole thing and we will find the end of the rug like that. See, it's here. So what we will be doing now, we will be just taking 2 strings together, 1 string of yarn and 1 string of the light, and this way it will go inside of the rug. So here, see, I'm putting this end over here, and now I'm grabbing my let's move the pin, my stitch. Now insert your hand inside the stitch, and then grab and see, now we will be using it like 2 strings all together. So this is the string of the yarn, this is the light, so we're using it together. So we're going underneath, grabbing working yarn, pull through the second stitch, and then grab working yarn and pull it through. See, this way we already have the light inside of the rug. So this next row, this is our row number 3, we will be knitting, crocheting 2 stitches, and we will be adding 1 extra in the 3rd stitch. So we just made 1 stitch, we're going into the next one, so make sure that you're grabbing the stitch and the light, and then pull yarn through. See, you have a 2 here, you have 2 stitches here, and then grab working yarn and pull it through the stitch. So we now have 2. Now next stitch, stitch number 3, we will be doing the same as in the first row. We will be crocheting 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. So we're going inside the stitch, making single crochet, and then we're going inside the same stitch and making single crochet. So we just made 2 single crochet in 1. So 1, 1 and 2. Now we will be doing the same through the whole row. 1, 1 and then 2 in 1. See, you're just moving along the light with your project. So here we are making 2 single crochet in this 1 stitch. It will be stitch number 3, and we're going here twice. So here we are, we just made 2. So you can see that the light is nicely inside, you cannot really see it. This end we will just we will turn the rug on another side, and we will just hide this in between the stitches like that. See, you don't even see where the light is. You will see it at night when you plug in the cord into electrical outlet. It's amazingly beautiful, especially very nice if it's a nursing room or a child's room, and you can turn on this rug, plug it in. There will be very nice light, it will not be too bright. The kid can sleep with this light, especially if they are scared to sleep without light on. So here we are, this is our last stitch, so we're making 1 more stitch, and this will be our last row in white color. So here we are, guys, see, very nice. You can see how many rows you made by counting this ridges, 1, 2, 3. So we made 3 rows. What we're doing next? Next we are breaking the wool by just pulling it. That's how easily it's breaking. And next we will add red color. Okay, let me grab red color. It's stuck here. Here we go. So I'm starting a new skein, and it's kind of hard to pull it from the middle. That's why there is this pause. Okay, so we're making the end looking fluffy like that, and we have this one pretty fluffy already. And now we are taking our felting mat, and we will be connecting white to red. So I usually place the yarn, that color that will go next after white one. So this is red on the bottom, and then the color that just ended on the top, because it will go inside. So what we're doing next, we're simply poking the yarn and felting it inside of the red one. Be very careful doing it, because these needles are extremely sharp. If you poke your finger, it will bleed, believe me. So here we are. we felted white into red. What we're doing now, we will lift it, and then we will roll the yarn inside. So a little bit of white on the top. So see what we did? We hid the white color inside of the red, and now we will be poking red on the top, connecting it really nicely like that. And now on another side, here we are. Our yarn is connected nicely, beautifully, and we will keep knitting our rug. So now we will be doing 3 single crochet, and then the fourth, so 1 2 3, and the fourth one will have 2 in the same stitch. So the same way, guys, make sure that you are using the stitch and the light, and then make 1 single crochet, and then the second one will be single, third will be single crochet, and then in the stitch number 4 we will be making double or 2 single crochet. So we're going inside and making simple single crochet, and then going again in the same stitch. Here we are. Look how beautiful it looks, white and red. And here you can see white and red are kind of sticking out, so you can hide it like that. Just move the yarn. Merino wool is very, very easy to work with. So now 3 more single crochets, and number 4 will have 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So what we will be doing, guys, we will be doing 3 more, actually 3 rows all together, the same as we did with white. So we had 3 rows of white, and now we'll have 3 rows of red, and then I will come back and I will show you what to do next. Okay, guys, so I started the second row. See, this is our first row of red. It's done. I'm on my second row, and I would like to point. So what we were doing in this first row of red, we were knitting 3 single crochet in every stitch, and then the fourth one we were making 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So the next row you're just literally adding 1 stitch in every row. So you are knitting 4 single crochets, and then you are making 2 single crochet in the number 5, and next row it will be 5, and you are making double or 2 single crochet in 6. So every row you are adding 1 stitch, and where you are making 2 stitches instead of 1. So we'll start it with first row when we were making 2 single crochet in every stitch, and then you're just adding 1 stitch in every other row, and then adding 1 more, if it makes sense. Okay, so I will keep knitting. I will make 3 rows, and I will come back and show you how we will connect the beautiful royal blue. Okay, guys, so we have 3 rows in red, and the light is almost over. See, it's nicely inside. You cannot see the lights. What we will do now, we will connect our blue the same way. Just break the yarn, and we will grab our beautiful royal blue color. The same way we will fluff it out, and then we will connect these 2 together. The same way the yarn that will be attached now is going on the bottom, and the red is going on the top like this. So, and then the same way, just poking it inside, and the same way as we did with our white color, take the yarn and roll it around the red like this. And then we will first poke this connection and connecting it together, and then we will turn it on another side and poke on this side, and we are done connecting yarn. And here we are, it's nicely connected. You can rub it a little bit. And now what we will do, I will make 2 rows of royal blue because we will not have light inside already. It's almost ends here, so we're still making the same stitches. In this case we will be making 5 stitches, and the 6th one will have 2 stitches in one. So here we are. I will keep knitting until I use the yarn until this part of the light. See, the light is ending here, and then you can just keep the cord hanging, because this way you can use the cord to plug in the rug. Another way to deal with the cord would be to knit it all the way inside and then just attach the extension cord. So this is, guys, up to you how you will do it. I will keep crocheting until I have just 1 2 3 4 5. So next one I will make 2 until I just have a small piece of cable, electrical cable left, and then we will just use the extension cord. So over here we're keeping this part, we're not crocheting inside, we're just keeping this part out. And now I will be just simply crocheting around for 2 rows. So this is our first row, and see, I'm leaving the cable out, I'm not crocheting it, and we'll not be making 3 rows, we will make only 2. Then I will come back and show you what we do next. Okay, guys, so we are done with this. Is our last stitch of the blue. As you can see, we have 2 rows of blue. Now we will just simply break the yarn, and look what we will be doing to finish up. So what I'm usually doing, I am taking this tail and insert it inside the last stitch, and then you pull it, and then you need to hide it. So to hide it, you go see, this is the stitch, the last one, and there is a stitch over here up front. So what we're doing, I'm lifting both sides of the stitch and going underneath, so like that, see, and then we're going underneath of this stitch over here, and that's how we will end our rug. It's pretty nice looking here. And now we will fluff out our end, and we will weave it in underneath, under the rug, on the bottom of the rug. So I'm hiding it underneath the stitch, and then what I usually do, I am, after I hid the stitch underneath, I will place it on the felting mat with the yarn that needs to be felted like that, and then felt the yarn that end into the stitch. This way it will be holding really nicely, and this is the end. See, you cannot really see the connection. So here we are. Our beautiful patriotic rug is ready. It's white, red, and blue, and we have this beautiful light inside, and I will plug it in and show you how it will look like. Let's see, here you go. So you cannot see much now because it's light, but at the beginning of video I showed how it looks like in a darker room. So it will be really nicely lighting in the evening in your dark room. Anyway, you can buy merino wool at BeCozi.net, and you will need 2 pounds of each color, white, red, and blue, and you can actually make this rug with any chunky yarn. We also have a beautiful jumbo chenille. All three these colors will be available, chunky chenille, and if you want to make different colors, we also have felted merino wool, which would look really beautiful. I will show you a picture of the felted merino wool rug too. So go to BeCozi.net, check out our website, get some yarn, and make this beautiful rug. Stay warm and be cozy.